Dum dum. Holy shit! It's big poison.
It is dawn, the ideal moment. I must kill the dominant and destroy them. The third nest is destroyed.
That's it.
The master hunter will be relieved to hear it, I'm sure.
But what I would like to check are those question marks. I am in the game. Oh. I'm ignoring it completely. I got used to it, I'm ignoring it. Let's see how far this goes. We're done with all the quests. But I would like to go here. This thing is blocked. It's probably gonna get removed later. Don't know. I really don't know how to pass that. Like, there is no way. That will be it. You can't climb here. Can't do shit. There are no caves. Right? We finished with everything.
Do you have any news?
Yes.
Oh no.
She died, come
The
on.
nests are destroyed, and with the death of the White Tenland, the attacks should cease. And we were even able to convince the missionaries to leave. Katasak should be willing to follow us now. Let's go and find him.
That the entire map. There is this shit here, but I cannot pass. So, that will be it. We did everything there is on the map.
I can see from your face that you were victorious.
Indeed. I put the White Tenland down, who was enraging his kind, and destroyed their nests. The attack should no longer trouble you. As for the missionaries, we were able to convince them to leave, although they were not willing to reveal their involvement in the attacks that caused you such harm.
And so they were in some way responsible. I had my
They brought a particularly large beast here that attracted and enraged the others.
This is what provoked the attacks and brought on our despair. These people have...
In the end, we found the missing young ones. But alas, it was too late. Devoured by wild beasts.
undivorced tier end.
Will you agree to accompany me now?
I have packed what is needed.
He goes with us. Holy shit, it TPs us to New Serene. Doesn't matter, I get level 22 now.
This pain, it'll be the death of me. I can't control my body. It's like being a stranger in a marionette set ablaze. Consumed by a smouldering fire. The moment's growing near, isn't it? Am I about to surrender my ghost to the Reaper of Souls? You pop in just when you're needed, cousin, as always. Who are you? Your hand is cold as ice.
Your cousin is burning.
That is such a relief.
Let me present Katisach, Constantine. He is the greatest healer on the island. He will help you.
Please, stay.
I am here for you, Urnaise, and I will not leave until I found a way to ease your pain and suffering. Fill your mind with the patience of the ocean. I know not how much time I will need. I've never seen such a sickness. The spirits of your lands must be quite horrendous to cast down such evils upon the peoples that live there.
Thank you. Thank you, cousin. I don't want to imagine my plight without your intervention.
Level 22. One skill, one attribute point. With the attribute, I should go with agility. I guess. Willpower will allow me to use some amulets. Accuracy for better guns. Endurance so I can wear better armor. You got so little, god damn it. You just can't take them all. There we go with agility. One more point into agility, we're done. Focus on chemical fire. Chemical earthquake, and then the bombs.
Greetings, Katisach.
Vertirtumat.
How is my cousin doing?
He's filled with dread as death approaches.
You're a healer.
Give him his mood swings. He's such a young boy, and he had so much desire to live. Thanks to my treatment, he suffers less. But his disease is getting worse, and I don't know what to do. It would take a power far superior to mine to break the grasp of this evil.
Now that you've seen my cousin, what are your thoughts on the Malachor?
It is a terrible disease. I have never seen one like it. It slowly gnaws through the people it afflicts. Their eyes and legs gradually die because of the black blood, and the pain it induces is atrocious. My potions are barely enough to calm your cousin. But if you're asking if I know how to cure it, I have no idea. It's a disease coming from a world that isn't ours, and which I'm not familiar with.
Do you like it in New Serene?
No. Your village has smothered the earth. The smell of the woods has gone, and the singing of the birds is filled with anguish. I can barely feel my bond here, but don't worry. I will not leave before doing everything in my power to save your cousin.
I must go.
Wow.
My dear cousin, come closer.
I'm going to
Look out.
Let's see what's available, goddammit. Maybe I can get an even better weapon now. It's gonna make the process faster. Yeah.
Come closer, good people. Let your are your boots.
Check here.
Welcome. Have you?
Let's doesn't have anything for agility 4. Only this, still right here. What a bullshit.
Welcome. Have you? Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
We'll check the map, see where we go next.
Come
I
closer.
think I killed all the bosses I encountered so far. No one is left. Go to Sergana with Afra. Meet with Ulan. The leader of Mari. Find theologic scan. Yeah, we're there now. Do you sell anything useful? Petty broadsword agility 3. Okay, 7 bullets. Off we fucking go. Wasn't there a mission here? What am I missing? I'm supposed to go like that? Притисніть, ставте на 100 секунд і притисніть. Ставте там немножко добираем. Ставте там. О. See where it leads us. It says the situation, the Colson blade. Oh, we got this still. Afra and okay. Doesn't seem like a big map. Fuck.
Force us to use our weapons. We don't.
What's happening here, soldier?
These islanders want to enter a plot of land that belongs to the congregation.
They are denying us access to the glade.
We must heal it. Otherwise, this land will die.
I am sorry, but we cannot let you enter this area.
But we only want to plant some new trees. Bring life back.
These people are fanatics, Your Excellency. Several woodcutters died last night, and I'm willing to bet that these savages had a hand in it.
You are killing the earth, so it kills you in return. All of you are cursed.
Shut it, you savage!
De Sardet, I'm the legate of the merchant congregation on this island. I came to shed light on this affair. You said that some woodcutters died.
Aye, they fell sick and died a few hours later. Well, the camp doctor will be able to tell you more about it. You'll find him in the barracks right here.
Thank you, soldier. I'll go see him.
Please, Your Excellency, you may come in.
Investigate a woodcutter's death.
Hello, Doctor. I am the legate of the congregation, and a soldier told me that several woodcutters...
Yes. They got sick yesterday afternoon, and a few hours later, I couldn't do anything except watch them writhing in pain. None of my remedies. If seeing corpses doesn't bother you, you can come and see the bodies. I hope that whatever killed them.
Check the bodies.
These poor woodcutters look like they've suffered. This one has a swollen tongue. Blood at the corner of the mouth. There are some peculiar red patches on the bodies. His eyes are bloodshot. This man choked to death. A strong smell of ammonia. The entrails must have been perforated.
The appearance of these bodies and the smell emanating from their mouths leaves me in no doubt. They were poisoned. That this doctor could have believed that this was simply an illness is beyond me.
I can't...
So the doctor is lying.
See anything else of interest?
So, what do you think?
They didn't die of disease. They were poisoned.
You're probably right. But I've heard these savages talking so much about curses, so I thought it must be a mysterious disease, rather than seeing what was before my eyes. But how could these three men be
I'm not sure. Do their symptoms not point to anything?
No. I've never seen such a deadly poison with these symptoms.
Have you noticed anyone unusual here?
Unusual?
Did they drink anything in particular?
They like to drink their fills in the evening. Life is dreary here. But if the poison was in the alcohol, I'd also be on the pile of corpses.
What did they eat yesterday? Did they eat any mushrooms?
No, we avoid that kind of thing. We don't know enough about the region's plant life. The congregation provides us with dry produce, otherwise we eat game. Yesterday they butchered a beast brought by the hunters.
Hunters?
Natives who bring us game regularly in exchange for knickknacks. But they've been restocking us for months. I struggle to believe that they're involved.
Well, we'll see what they have to say.
They usually hunt on the edge of the wood that leads...
Mark the camp area first, then we'll see.
We do not want to shed blood. We want to give life back to the
The fuck I can't pass here. Another camp area.
Sorry, this is private property.
Private property. Private property.
Sorry, this...
Who the fuck are you kidding
Sorry.
with? Family mine. What am I supposed to do? Is there a way down? Somewhere? Or is this ship? What the fuck now? I don't get it.
can we earn our reward if you hunt our prey?
Go straight to the point.
We were looking for you.
Us? What do you want from us?
3 woodcutters were poisoned yesterday after eating what you brought them.
Poison? I swear we are not responsible for this.
Listen, all the clues lead to you, but it may simply have been an accident. How about you tell me exactly what happened?
It wasn't really an accident, but we did not want to kill them either.
Then tell me how it happened.
We did not decide to do this. We were trading beautiful things with the camp, but the elder said that we would be traitors to our clan if we let the woodcutters cut down all the trees.
Which elder?
One of the old men from Werglia, our village. He is very angry because we cannot heal the glade. He gave us the meat of an andrig killed by a venomous dosentat. Its flesh is perfectly edible when prepared with certain berries, but without them, eating it would be lethal. And since the Renaigse invaded our forest, these berries are nowhere to be found. He wanted it to be a lesson for them, so that they may understand that their destruction brings death.
You are the instruments of a hateful... And I'm under the impression that there will be even more deaths if I do not get to the root of this problem.
The Vegigido elder thought it best to take vengeance into his own hands. I understand his anger, but Dunkus would not approve of this. He would say that bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and he wouldn't be wrong.
This whole thing could turn into an open war. We cannot let that happen. Sir de Corsillon will be able to give some advice on how to solve this property conflict without violence.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Die. They're not a joke. Jesus Christ with this bullshit. Oh, motherfucker. Hey, come on. Come on. They are above my level here. Should be like level 25 or so for this.
The elder thought it best to take vengeance into his own hands. I understand his anger.
I mean, I'll receive a lot of XP if I kill them, but still.
He would say that bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and he wouldn't be wrong.
This whole thing could turn into an open war. We cannot let that happen. Sir de Corsillon will be able to give some advice on how to solve this property conflict without violence.
Exile mate here.
Some Renaigse.
That doesn't happen often.
You're very isolated here.
It's a long story.
When I was young...
Okay, I don't give a fuck why you live here. Jesus Christ. It's another camp area, which is great. And this might be a skill shrine over there. A quick check. If we can even pass, now I doubt I can get here. There is no passage here. It's impossible, right? Okay. Shit. That's all there is on this map. There was a way out. I really don't want to fight them. I mean, I could kill them, waste at least 30 bullets. It's just not worth it. There's a way out here. So much traveling in this game, it's fucking crazy. Oh, where is he? Shit.
Surgical Cillian.
The sad day, my young.
Talk about the
The
camps.
mission you entrusted me with has made great progress.
Very well. That's good. You have traveled great distances, and the Terra Incognita will soon be. Keep doing what you're doing. Can your old professor?
I found no traces of Professor Ser.
That's most regrettable. Can your old?
I have come to find you because I received a complaint from the natives of the... They want to be able to access a clearing, exploited by our... But our men there say that it belongs to them, and are refusing to let the natives enter it. The site was supposedly ceded to them several months ago, but tensions are running high and some men have lost their lives. If we don't intervene, we're heading for a real confrontation.
It is very regrettable, and I approve of your desire to appease this conflict. According to what you have told me, if ever there was a contract, it must have been signed under our former governor. You should go to the archives and verify this. Then go and talk to Lady Loreen, and of course, I'll be delighted to help you once things have been...
Thank you, Professor.
Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
Bloody fetch quests.
The mission...
Very good. Keep, can you...
Looking...
What am I supposed to do now? Go to the library or what? Find the documents in the archives. Mark that. Lower floor. Lower floor. They're fucking kidding me. Madame de Morange.
Day, dear sir. Happy to...
I need you to enlighten me about the property deed of a glade near Vigyigidor. The natives want to access this place, which according to them is sacred. But some of our men there are using this deed to deny them access to the area. Tensions are running high, and some people have died.
Yes, there was a time when we enacted a lot of contracts.
Yes, here it is.
This cession agreement is only signed with a cross on the native side. Well, writing is foreign to them, as is the notion of land ownership. For them, the earth only belongs to itself.
If they did not possess these lands, how did they seed them?
I doubt they knew what this agreement represented.
In that case, why make them sign it?
When we arrived on the island, we had to ensure our access to certain commodities. We also had to make sure that we had legal ownership of the lands we were occupying. The natives dreamed of possessing some baubles that they didn't know how to craft. It was easy to make them sign agreements that they didn't understand by giving them some. I was a stranger to their philosophy then. I only thought about my city, and I regret it.
I'm sure we can fix this.
I hope so, Your Excellency. Can I help you with any other matter?
My lady, I have...
Oh shit, we're straight over there, we
pleasure.
don't need to travel.
Madame,
Nice.
I expect you've come to see me about this regrettable problem concerning a clearing.
Indeed. And I think I may have a solution that will allow us to solve this conflict peacefully. I must admit that I established this at a time when the culture and the mentality of the natives was foreign to me. The clan of this village was rather open to our presence. They welcomed us with benevolence. For this reason, I think we should allow them access to these lands. In doing so, we would appease the tension, and we would also retain ownership of the wood. We would even benefit from such an agreement if the natives reforest this area. Then we could exploit it for a longer period of time.
I find this decision perfectly viable, and I approve. But several men were killed, and their comrades will seek vengeance if the person or persons responsible do not pay for their crimes.
I am convinced that Dunkus, the chief of this clan, never approved such an action.
I understand, but I will only write a decree allowing people to go to this clearing, provided the murderer is delivered to us.
Thank you, Master. I will inform Dunkus of your decision.
Fucking idiotic game. Talk to Dunkas. Can I talk to Dunkas from the main map?
What brings you here?
At this old man's request, I investigated the conflict that opposes you and my nation regarding the clearing. You will now be able to access it freely, to accomplish your rituals or heal the area, and the congregation will keep exploiting the forest. However, there is one condition to this new agreement. You must deliver this man to us because he is responsible for the deaths of several woodcutters.
These men died because of their own foolishness. No one else is responsible for their deaths. If they hadn't cut all the oakerberry trees, they would have survived.
What does that mean? What are the two of you talking about?
3 woodcutters died after eating the meat of an andrig after it was killed by a venomous Dawson tat.
It's nothing but a terrible coincidence. And if they had eaten the ochre berries...
We know that you are responsible for this. The hunters told me everything.
How could you do this? You acted more foolishly than an irascible adolescent. By killing these men, you have brought upon us their wrath. And it is only natural that they should ask for justice.
Dunkus, I beg you. I only wanted the Renoixe to understand the value of the trees they were cutting.
Bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed. And you know that.
I would never have thought you capable of doing something so foolish.
If you want to stop the woodcutters taking vengeance into their own hands, you must deliver this man to us.
I understand. But I have one condition before we make this agreement. The Lugaid Blau fooled us in the past. It is their turn to prove their good faith.
What do you want from us?
There is a mine in the forest that the congregation has long operated with help from my people. But digging into the mountain has risked it collapsing. We reinforced the earth with wood. We worked with the Lugaid Blau to save the mountain and the men. We agreed to stop digging and sealed the entrance with a boulder. But some Renaigse came back. And I think they started digging again. And some of my people started going missing. Perhaps because they had seen them break their promise. If the mountain collapses and it is your clan's fault, thousands of lives will be lost.
And you want me to intervene?
You have to stop them. Remind them. If you do, we punish the person responsible for the death.
I'll go to this mine and see what's...
Is there anything else?
That's all there is. Now, how far is that shit? It's not even on this map. Private property, eh?
Sorry, this is private.
Actually, no one should be able to enter. This mine is doomed. It's terribly dangerous.
I wouldn't know. Our employer, Mr. Maillard, is the owner. He's got all the deeds required. Listen, you should go to the authorities.
I definitely will.
Is this a joke?
These people are reckless imbeciles if they start mining again in such a dangerous place.
These Renaigse must not have taken us seriously. We should take a closer look.
Spy on the activity of the mine.
We should take the path that overlooks the outer wall. We should be able to see inside from there.
Those reckless fools. They've resumed operations in the mine.
They use captives from the villages to dig their mine.
They've made them into slaves. We must talk to Sir de Corsillon. I hope that our nation is not involved in this business.
Explain the situation to Corsillon back in New Serene. This fucking game. You couldn't make this quest more irritating, I swear to God. Just look at this shit! I'm gonna find the camp or whatever. Just I need a break from this quest. Wasting my life on nothing. What is this? Find the camp. Can we even pass maybe or not? Is there a passage?
I do not remember there being a path in this place.
You're open. It was closed when I was first here.
Last time we came.
Let's go.
Look, this is a passage that was forced upon nature by men. The beasts must have become restless. They do not appreciate it when their living space is disturbed.
Murder Camperia first. The fuck is this? Strong, they're bloody strong, that's what it is. Ooh. Let's inspect, let's see. Collapsed mine. Possible decline. Oh! Oh! Shit. Jesus Christ. What is it? Come on! You look that.
Suggested by the tablets.
Hey, what's happening here? I could hear you from miles away.
Your Excellency, I'm so happy to see you. You arrived right on time to settle this matter.
How did you manage to find us in the middle of this swamp?
Brother Fidelis managed to reach Eden. He's the one who told us where your camp was.
But he didn't leave alone. What happened to Father Orbricus, who was accompanying him?
He must be dead, like our other
And
companions.
the more I play the
This is
game, the
all
more I
your
realize
fault.
how brain dead
This is
the
yet
entire
more
game
proof
is.
that you are not.
Maybe you
This ex people.
Brother, we have-
If you want.
It's a non-stop the same shit. Question someone about something.
Brother,
Yes, I'm in.
I'm
Of course.
I'll fucking freak out, you know.
Brother Ver, can you?
And we've got
How?
them up.
Brother,
They didn't
that's
And
we have.
we were so
even
well
to get.
Just, there is no point. Then you investigate when someone disappeared, like now. Come on.
This man's skull is sunken, but he doesn't look like he was in a fight. Could he have fallen?
If that were the case, there would be other marks of impact on his body. No. He was struck with an object to the back of the head. Given the shape of the wound, it was inflicted with a metal mace.
This man's death was no accident, nor was it linked to any predator attack. It was caused by a violent strike to the back of the skull with a mace.
She just told you that.
And it didn't take place here. The marks surrounding the body show that it was moved, most likely to make it seem like he fell to his death.
Area that I cleared is now safe to pass. Where those lizards were. Fucking running simulator. Ah, but now they added them here. I don't know if the conversations bother me more or fighting the same enemies non-stop. I don't know what bothers me more.
The body of this man was devoured by beasts, but it happened after he had died. One of the wounds is clearly a knife wound. But alas, it's impossible to know who was wielding it. This poor soul was almost entirely devoured. He must have been killed by swamp animals.
Indeed, he was devoured, but he was already dead. There is a mark here, on the bones, that could only have resulted from the strike of a cutting weapon.
You're right. He was stabbed before being fed to the animals. But anyone could have used such a blade.
These fang marks are impressive. The poor man didn't have a chance. He must have been attacked by a large reptile. Most likely a Llewellyn.
Hold on. Do you see these iridescent marks on his skin? They look like the marks that the priest's spells leave on their victims. I've seen them many times before.
But what was he doing alone so far from camp? It seems obvious now that these disappearances were orchestrated.
The deaths of these people were a deception. Only the Renaigse are deceitful enough to do such a thing. They kill each other and accuse my people. This virgin, he wants to push aside this woman at all cost. He must be the culprit.
Indeed. I think that we should go find this brother and ask for an explanation.
Don't tell me. Back to the village, eh? around in circles like an idiot.
Brother Virgil.
You're it?
Indeed. I regret to say that they are indeed all...
I knew it. What a waste. Eugenia and her recklessness are to blame.
I'm afraid someone else is responsible for this. These deaths are not accidental, and yet they were disguised as such.
The savages. Their thirst for blood is unquenched.
Watch your tongue, priest. Our people have no need to hide when they protect their land. Only the Renaigse are deceitful enough to disguise a death.
Who else could it?
Someone who desperately wanted this expedition to fail. Does that remind you of anyone?
Fine. You unmasked me. But know that my cause is righteous. The Ordo Luminis sent me to keep an eye on this expedition to ensure that the discoveries we made would not jeopardize our nation or our presence on this island. But the inscriptions on the tablets are a heresy. A dangerous manipulation. Can you imagine what would happen if it was said that our founder listened to the teachings of the natives? But even then, foolish Eugenia accepted these discoveries as truth, without any hesitation, without realizing that our entire nation could suffer because of it. So yes.
I understand that you might want to protect your nation, but to go as far as assassinating several of your colleagues...
Come now. What would you do if someone were threatening the congregation? You cannot make me believe that you would not be willing to kill. You may have already done so. But since you want to avoid using violence, help me convince Eugenia to go back to Eden. My colleagues and I know how to sort through these discoveries. And you will be rewarded, of course.
This Renaigse tried to blame my people for these crimes. The priests would have wanted to punish them, and innocent people would have died. He must answer for his treachery.
Order him to leave the expedition, reveal what happened to everyone, accept the gold and take his side. 100 gold coins. What the fuck? What is that?
It seems to me that all members of this expedition are concerned. They should decide on what to...
Reveal the truth to the rest of the expedition.
Everybody listen. Alas, I must inform you that I have found the dead bodies of your missing colleagues.
How awful.
Reputation plus skill we can learn.
Someone wanted us to believe that they were killed by some swamp animals. Your colleagues were murdered, and their bodies abandoned to the creatures.
What? But why do such a...
Brother Virgil confessed to his crimes in front of...
Monster! You will pay for these crimes.
You stupid goose. You really believe that I will let you pass judgment on me? You shouldn't have been so quick to accept these lies that could destroy our nation and want to reveal them for all to hear. You are solely responsible for these deaths.
How dare you present yourself as the protector of our nation? Murderer!
Grimandaram dam. Oh, bloody slaughter.
I'm sorry, sister. Brother Virgil fled during the battle.
The coward. And naturally, his accomplices fled along with him. What a waste.
Perhaps I shouldn't have revealed his crimes in front of him, but I thought it was the best way of ensuring he would be...
Considering how high tensions have been these last few days, a fight was inevitable. Here, take this. Alas, we will have to go back to Eden as well.
Were you hoping to discover more?
Of course. This place, the last tablets, but even if...
We could
find out where St. Matthias went. Oh, let's go and let's finish with this. Just tell me we can climb. Don't tell me it's... Oh my god! We need to run around in circles again. Yeah, right. Shit, there's more. Hey, come on, you gotta hurt that much. Going the right way. Let's see what's this in a corner. There's a chest. Nothing in it.
If their so-called saint lived around here, he must have looked for a sheltered area.
What is that? No, it's a cat. I thought it might be a skill shrine. Shit. Where do we go? Find out where San Matthias went. It's gonna switch when I climb, I guess. If there is a way to climb here. Holy shit, what the fuck is this now? That's tanky. That's fucking tanky. Hey, come on! Ooh, shit, fuck you. Hey, come on! What the? Hey! Not now. Can't see myself. Holy shit. Don't die now. So shit. 23. Only a skill point available. 3 points to unlock bombs. 810 elemental damage. 3 skill points though. That's a lot.
Look at this cave. It is a good place for an old man to settle.
Indeed, there are some traces of life. But we will have to get in this place.
Okay, he's full with bats. But it's not big. Passage is all the way up. It is a big cave. I thought it was more.
This is a cave of knowledge, or at least it looks like one. The old man must have been exceptional to be able to live in such a place.
Let's take a closer look at these paintings. We may learn something from them. This mural is very ancient. It depicts an old man dressed as a priest getting his face painted by a masked native.
6 murals.
This mural depicts an old man praying in front of a face in the mountain. He's holding a rosary. Saint Matthias. Praying to Enon Miel Frictimen. Engraved tablets. They resemble the ones we recovered in Eden. We should take them with us. The researchers would be delighted to study them. There are some native symbols here, and some letters I recognize, as if someone had tried to write in the native language using our alphabet. Men duis dat, Enon Miel Frictimen.
It means, welcome us amongst your people, Enon Miel Frictimen.
This is incredible. Saint Matthias would have known about the spirit of the island and would have prayed to him. I don't know these glyphs, but these spirals are native symbols. There are some words in our ancient language next to them. The light and the earth are the two faces of a same power. It's impossible to know if this is a translation or another sentence. But this is a message that would seriously displease the Inquisitors.
I cannot believe it. These symbols, they are signs used in the secret writing of the Donegada.
It looks like a chaplet made of pewter. It's rather basic, but it was made a long time ago, and it undeniably comes from the continent.
I seem to recall that their saint is often described as using a similar object.
So that's what it was. The priest's old sage became a Donegad. I don't think that they'll be happy about that. And yet, it could bring peace. The Solasser will no longer be able to burn our people and our guardians.
Why is he not depicted wearing the marks of the Donigada?
It was a very long time ago. Magic had not yet been given to us by Enon Milfrichtemann.
I wonder what I should do with these relics. Eugenia probably didn't imagine that Saint Matthias lived his life in a way that's so different from what they advocate. As for Virgil, he wasn't wrong. Such a revelation will certainly cause a schism in Thélème.
The great revelation that will change mentalities for good, or the preservation of the dogma at all costs? I think you already know which side I'm leaning towards.
I already took sides in their quarrel. If I change my mind, I'm afraid that it might be seen as treason. I'll think about it on the way there. Let's go back to the researchers' camp.
Holy shit, for fucking real. What about this? This. How do we go there? Have I missed a passage here or what? Sneak level 2 intuition.
I can't do that.
What is my intuition? I don't have intuition for this. Wait. I have a head that gives intuition, but I sold it. Fucking idiot. Shit. I can't pass. But knowing this game, it's probably nothing. There's this room over there. There's a chest over there. Ah! Whatever. Probably some crap items inside.
So, did you find...
Or
We
discovered
discovered
this.
a cave that was inhabited along mostly native.
And have you found...
Decide to reveal the truth and give her the relics. Decide to hide the truth and keep the relics. Reveal the truth.
There were also frescoes on the site.
Frescoes?
He was shown having his face painted by a native.
Yeah, you're gonna explain everything we already saw. Fine.
It seems we are arriving right on time. You did well to warn us, Brother Virgil.
Virgil? How did you know?
I'm afraid that your Excellency's lies weren't very convincing.
We were informed of your discoveries and of the danger they represent. We demand that you hand them over to us immediately, so that they can be destroyed.
How can you even suggest the destruction of relics written by the hand of our founder?
Out of love for our dogma, for our faith, and for our nation. But since you refuse to comply with our orders, You leave us no
Death to the heretic!
Fine, I'll kill you all. Holy shit, I don't have healing. Fuck. I need to craft healing potions. There's a lot of Inquisitors, by the way. At least 10. They all hurt. Let's do it now.
So,
We just
Reveal the truth.
that is.
is it you? So we...
I see.
We did our death.
Believe that I just fought my own brothers in faith. The fact that the Inquisition is after us is very disturbing.
We would do well to hasten to San Mateus. They will not dare to attack you there. Even if these men were the last forces that the Inquisition could send us.
What am I doing up so late? I'm trying
This
to
proves
finish the
is
game
that
as
I
fast
will
as I
succeed
can.
Without your help, there is a risk that the Mother Cardinal will also reject our discoveries.
And I could bring Petrus with me. He will surely find the words to convince her.
That would be most helpful. In any case, I will study and I will meet...
Understood.
Naked Sister Eugenia. 24 hours later. This is gonna be it for today. We're gonna continue tomorrow. I've been playing for 8 hours in a row. I'm dead fucking tired. Guys, thank you all for watching, and I wish you all good night. See you back tomorrow, people. On par with Witcher. Yeah. Worse than Witcher 1. Good night, guys.